YouTube, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So, part 2 of the 3, the 6, and the 9. Are there random interruptions or sounds being made around you when it's that hour? Like, literally, I finished filming this video. Someone came, got out the car, honked, and I looked over at the time because the sound, it just it drew my attention away from what I was doing on my phone after I finished filming. And I saw that the time was 4:09. And then this has happened a few times when I've been meditating outside and I get a random phone call and it's at, let's say, 12:33 or 1:13 or 2:33, whatever it is. It's on those numbers: 36, 336, 339. And then I feel a little weird. But yeah, I was gonna briefly say about the 3, 6, and 9. I had an experience where I was in my bedroom at my brother's house, and I was in my body. I was not asleep, and there was this red casing over me. It's like my consciousness just like I was here, but I literally started seeing through some of this reality. And what happened was that there was this red casing, like door, in front of me, around me. And there was this number that got shot right at this door where there was like more of a line where I could see in front of me. It wasn't a solid door. There was, some horizontal line right here for the eyes, or right here, so I could like see what's going on. And there was a 3 that shot at that little window of the door that I could see. And it was a digitized 3 where the 3 visually is as sharp as when you write an E. It was, if you just write an E on a piece of paper, reverse that. That was how it looked exactly. Instead of it being loop-de-loop, it was sharp. And it was red. And there was someone on the other side, and they looked shocked and surprised and worried that my consciousness was experiencing that for a brief moment. And then I fell back to my body after they did something. But again, why that number? Oh my gosh. Why the 3? Why the 6? Why the 9? I'm bringing up the India thing again. Why is it that, randomly that night for a domestic flight, I need to be at the airport 3 hours beforehand? Making no damn sense. Making no damn sense. Me getting up, or I not need to be at the airport 3 hours, but I was getting picked up 3 hours before when my flight was supposed to leave, of me needing to be at the airport. And my father and my mother were just surprised because it was a domestic flight. Surprise. We all know he's a Rothschild. I'm gonna just say it. Call a spade. Jacob Rothschild. And we all know who's been here since 1492. Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, when Spirit reveals something to you, you better listen. Because I know they may not look like these people. But in this physical, the spiritual, they have, yeah. But there was that experience. Oh yeah, so the pod. It just really made me think about The Matrix and that imagery. You know, I've constantly heard, I've seen enough of Rashad Jamal's videos, him talking about how these 63 human beings cannot create anything because they're soulless. And that your Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, and Arabs with blue veins, Mexicans with green veins, are gods and goddesses. Always need to make that distinction. But, and it's not everyone from this group. In my life, I will say there are 4 that want the gods and goddesses to shift back to balance. Everybody else that has made it clear to me in the physical and the astrals don't want that to happen. So it's, I believe it's 99% globally that do not want us to shift. But getting back to the 3, 6, and 9 conversation, adding that, where do they get the imagery and the idea from for that scene in The Matrix where Neo and Trinity are in these red pods and it's their energy that's fueling this illusion? Where did that come from? If they can't create anything, where did that come from? And if the goddesses and gods who are above them in these spaces, who they answer to, cannot create anything organically in the way that they did before they were disconnected and punished, or for those that chose to leave with Zeus, where did the idea come from? So I'm adding that in here because I think that was the pod that my other body is in. One of them. Because we're multidimensional beings. Yeah. And there's a reason why, of all the numbers, of all 9 numbers that they could have sent, it was a 3. So, there's that. It was something. And that was the first and last time, as of today, where I have experienced that. It was just really interesting. And I wanted to add it in here because I have thought about it, but I haven't made a video on it, so I'm making it now. I'm gonna make, I think, one more part to this. We'll see. But I'm gonna end it here. Pardon me. And say I send protection, peace, courage, and divine cosmic love to every single 9th being, Anunnaki goddess and Anunnaki god, who's on their journey of remembering their divinity and remembering who they are. See you on the next one.